So this is my quick everyday makeup routine that's done in less than 20 minutes. So I'm keeping this whole process unedited so you guys can see that I can get out the door in less than 20 minutes. I'm just adding a voiceover so I can tell you guys what product I'm using and what I'm doing, how I'm putting it on my face, and then everything will also be linked in the description box, as well as some alternates for you guys if the product that I mentioned is currently not available. So if you guys want to see my everyday makeup routine, then just keep on watching. So I always like to start with my brows using the Patrick Ta Shaping Wax, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray to activate this. And then I'm just taking the spoolie, also from Patrick Ta, and I'm just combing my brows and shaping it. So this just helps fluff out and create that nice feathery full look without having to fill it in too much. Okay, so now that we've shaped the brows and fluffed them up, it's time to fill them in. So here I'm just taking the Benefit Brow Contour Pro in shade number 3, and I'm using that darker shade to fill in the arch area. So I think this particular product is already discontinued, but any Benefit Brow Pencil will do. So I'm just using light feathery strokes to really mimic the natural brow hairs. Now I'm just using the lighter shade in the same pencil, and I'm using that to fill in the inner part of my brow. Inner area? I don't know what you call it. The part that's closer to my nose bridge. Now that we've filled in our brows, I'm just taking my spoolie, and what I like to do is just kind of brush off the areas where I feel like I put too much brow pencil. That way it looks more natural and not as defined as I used to do it. Now that my brows look good enough for myself, I'm using the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer to prep my face for foundation. I love this primer because it really smooths out my face and creates a nice even canvas for foundation. It's not too moisturizing and it's not too mattifying as well. It's just the right primer for my normal skin. For foundation, no surprises here. Happy Skin Fresh Morning Dew Cooling Serum Foundation. I do enjoy using my makeup sponge recently, and what I like to do is just fill that dropper up with foundation and drop it all on my makeup sponge. I feel like this is the easiest and quickest way to get ready in the morning. So what I like to do is just dab all over my face, starting from my nose, because this is the area where I need the most coverage with that redness on around my nostrils, and then just starting to bring out the product in areas where I don't need that much coverage. Since I'm not cutting any part of this video, you'll see me stand up a couple of times because I forgot to grab something from my makeup drawer. Anyway, it's time for concealer, and if you've seen my best of 2021 makeup video, you've definitely seen this. It's the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. And I just like to apply this in my inner corner and outer corners of my eye. Not too much, just enough to brighten the under eyes and really wake up my face. And again, I like using my makeup sponge, just using that tip, that very pointy tip, to kind of blend out that concealer so that it doesn't look like we're wearing makeup. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So after blending the concealer on my under eye area, what I like to do is kind of just use the excess concealer on my sponge on the high points of my face, like my nose, which, what did I grab? Why am I off camera? But anyway, like I said, I just like using the excess concealer on my nose and around my nostrils as well, and my cupid's bow and my chin. So not adding too much concealer, but still having a little bit of highlight on those areas. So after a lot of patting and blending, it's time to bring back some warmth on my face, and I'm using the Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. I think it only comes in one shade, but for some reason it works well. I love how natural this looks, and what I like to do is just use my finger to apply it on areas where I want to add a little bit of warmth. And since this is a quick makeup look, I just like adding a little bit on my crease area to create some depth on my eyelids without having to spend too much time applying eyeshadow. And again, just using my makeup sponge to blend everything in. Now I'm just taking a small blending brush and I'm using this to blend that bronzer that we applied on my crease. Sometimes I just like to go back to my makeup sponge and keep on blending on my under eye area. But now it's time to set everything with powder, and I'm just using the Happy Skin Fresh Morning Dew Cooling Setting Powder, Aqua Cooling Setting Powder, which honestly I don't feel the cooling sensation anymore, but this powder, chef's kiss. It makes my face look smooth as a baby's butt. And because I have normal skin and it's very cold outside right now, I only like to apply powder on my T-zone and under eye area. Everywhere else, I just leave it as is and then apply setting spray later. Now it's time to add some color and glow to my face, and what I like to use is the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. I start off with applying 2 dots on each cheekbone. And then I take the blush of my choice, which is Happy Skin Color Play Multi-Use Mousse in the shade Sunkissed. And I just apply 1 dot in between those 2 highlighter dots. Now I'm taking this blending brush from Morphe and I'm just blending the highlighter and blush all together to create a nice sheen on my cheekbones. I just feel like doing this really lifts up my face as opposed to, the usual drunk blush look. Now I'm just setting my cream bronzer using this Deviant Sculpt to Bronze in Morocco. So I'm just blending both of the shades together and I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm just adding more warmth to my face. Now for setting spray, I'm using the Patrick Ta Major Glow Dewy Setting Spray. I love this because it melts everything on my face, getting rid of that powdery look, but it's also so refreshing and it wakes me up in the morning. And sometimes be forgetful, so here I am just grabbing my eyelash curler. I've been using the Shue Mural eyelash curler since I want to say 2016. I've never used another eyelash curler after experiencing or trying this one out. It just gets every single lash and I feel like it's perfect for Asian eyes. I do see that S curler and I want to try that, but I'm hesitant because I'm scared. For mascara, I just love using the Happy Skin Serum Lengthening Serum Mascara for everyday use. It keeps the volume up, but it's not too difficult to take off. I love it. Sometimes when it's too hot outside, there's a tendency to smudge, but other than that, it's the best for everyday use in my opinion. Now we're finishing off with the lips. So I'm just using this NARS lip liner to outline my lips. I love doing this because I feel like it just keeps me from going out of the lines whenever I am applying lipstick on. And then of course, Happy Skin Lip Mallow in the shade Naked to finish off the entire makeup look. And I think I lied. I'm applying one more product. This is the Happy Skin Lip Treatment Oil, and as you can see, it just adds a nice glow and hydration to my lips. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys learned something new today, and once again, this is Eunice. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!